I don't even get the newspaper. Well, 1320's got 25% off their whole entire website.
That's right, we're spreading the word. We got 25% off over 200 items, coupon code Black Friday, and get 5 entries for every dollar you spend on 1320video.com to enter to win this Mr. Chrome Cobra and $15,000. Head over to 1320video.com, save some money. You might just win this car.
What is up, 1320 fans, and welcome back to another episode of 1320 Garages. Today we're in Bradenton, Florida, checking out a garage of an old friend of ours that you guys probably will recognize. So let's go check it out right now.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to my garage. I'm Cooper Bogetti.
What's up, Coop?
Thanks for coming out, guys. So this is my small garage, I guess you could call it.
Okay, let's go over the small one first. First of all, thanks for inviting us down. Thanks for letting us come down. And I got a gift for you. 1 second. Cooper was telling me that he doesn't have any new 1320 shirts, so we needed to fix that.
Hey, 1320video.com. Get your merch.
All right, this is the garage attached to the house.
Attached garage.
Okay, let's go check out what's in here. Not much.
Just 2 cars that kind of don't need constant work, I guess you could say.
Okay.
So 240 drift car, CTSV wagon. These both cars actually have one thing in common. They did huge burnouts at my wedding. One actually did right there. Drift car that doesn't drift very much, and street car that doesn't street drive very much.
Okay, fair. Now, this is the, I could say, less exciting garage.
Yes.
Let's go to the fun one.
Okay.
This is the garage. This is the garage.
Yes, so 2 bays. The one side is 30 by 40 and the other side is 30 by 30.
Oh, wow.
Kind of a hot storage one, and then the work side.
I didn't realize it was that big, to be quite honest. Can we, real quick, before we go in the garage,
Yeah.
can we check out the animals?
Yeah, so
real
there's a small farm, I would say. There's 6 chickens out here. There's some up there. There's probably one right here I can grab. Yep. So a lot of chickens around here.
Dude, what kind of chicken is that?
This is just Franklin. I don't know.
That's Franklin?
This is Franklin.
That's
yeah.
Franklin, okay.
Yep. Henry, yard tortoise. About 7 years old. Pretty much OEM. No real modifications
No mods?
or anything. Yeah.
He just chills?
He doesn't really have anything done to him at the moment. He's got a brother around here somewhere.
Yeah, where's Bowser at?
That's a great question.
Has he ever gotten out?
Oh, he's in. He's in his
Oh, there he
doghouse.
is. Oh, he's backwards too. You can't even see him.
Yeah, well, he'll be out, I bet, once we start up a car.
Okay.
So,
Oh, here's the dog chicken.
yeah, don't let that one in.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so this is the 30 by 40 side.
Okay.
30 deep, 40 wide.
How long have you been here?
I've been here 3 years now.
3 years.
Yep.
Okay, and you said the shop came with the house.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, well, the house came with the shop. I bought a shop.
Right.
There happened to be a house on the same
Right.
property. So in here, I have a, what is a 10,000 pound bend packed asymmetrical lift. Pretty much the key to any shop. It allows me to store 3 cars in here, which is really nice. You
Yeah.
can kind of squeeze them in here.
For sure.
Hurricane, you can fit a lot more once you really have to get creative.
Shop TV, of course.
Yep, shop TV, watch some racing while I work on my car. Dirty area, tools, cutting things, grinding things. You come over to the toolbox. Not really a whole lot exciting, just a messy toolbox of things. Walls, because I love wall space. I'm an advocate for, if you can't use any more floor space, you got to go up. So you'll notice a lot of things are just, they go up as they go.
I do say the air conditioning is probably, that's clutch.
It's great when it's really hot out.
Yeah. Does it get it pretty cold in here?
It can, yeah. It
Nice.
can get it pretty cold.
Very
it's
nice.
an old school unit.
Okay.
You come around, I guess, you got all my flammable items over here.
That's good. No label though. You should at least have flammable like on it or something.
Yeah, a lot of people watch and complain in my videos that I keep my flammable stuff too readily accessible to
And
flames.
they're all next to each other too.
If you're gonna burn it down, burn the whole thing down.
There you go.
So then it comes around over here, welding area for fabrication and whatnot. And then in here we have 1999 Camaro, 1995 Mustang, SN95, and 4th gen. Everybody knows 4th gen, best gen.
Yep.
Only real good gen.
The best gen, of course.
Best gen.
Okay, and this is the 30 by...
This is 30 by 30 over here.
Okay.
It used to just be hot storage, but now
it's definitely hot in
it's
here.
hotter in here. Yeah, it doesn't
is.
have insulation, and that's the only difference.
Oh, really?
That's just insulated. That's the only difference.
It's so much more
between the
cool in
two.
there.
So in here, I have my 2004 V1. It's the sad car at the moment, but it's my forever car.
This
so.
was your original fun car that you got. I remember when you got it, and I was like, oh, he got a fun car.
I know, and it's what brought me into this whole world. That's why I can never bring it. I can never get myself to get rid of it.
It doesn't run right now?
No engine in it.
Gotcha.
The engine's in the car up in the driveway.
Oh.
Up in the garage up there.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
so
put
it
it
still
in-
runs.
It's just
in a different car.
In a different car.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And then in here, there's a whole podcast studio.
Yeah, Bogetti Studios right here.
Yeah, a whole podcast studio that's PVC pipe, and it is AC'd in here, so it gets a little cooler, but not cool enough. That'll be fixed soon.
Well, this is nice.
Bogetti Studios on YouTube, Spotify, all those kind of good things. You can check out podcasts. We've talked to a lot of really cool car guys.
Car guys, in general, racers, all kinds of people.
Anybody in the automotive community is who I want to talk to.
Hell yeah. All right. Now, we've seen the garages and
Yes.
everything. Let's go outside and start with the outside cars.
Yes.
The feral cars. Okay, so in the front garage we saw the CTSV2 wagon, which by the way, I'm a wagon guy and I'm kind of jealous that you have one of those things.
Yes.
And then you have the Drift 240 up there. Let's check out your outside 240. What we got here?
Yes. So this car kind of takes up the spot in my garage, I guess, as the non-permanent car. So everybody kind of has like, maybe not everybody, maybe just my stupid car guy brain thinks that I have one car that can cycle through. Like that thing's on Facebook Marketplace for sale or trade at all times.
Okay.
And it's like a non-permanent vehicle. It used to be a Neon. Before that it was a Tahoe. And it'll probably be something else eventually, you know? Like it's a cycle. It doesn't even get a plate on it.
It's like car guys get to a level where they're just like, we just got a yard car and it's just always for sale.
Exactly.
I never drive it.
Exactly.
Okay, so we got
Craftsman here.
the
The LT3000 Craftsman.
beast,
Good unit.
Beast
Good
unit right there.
This car.
I didn't even know you had a lifted Subaru, dude.
Yeah, I got it when I worked with Garrett and we did a $1,500 car challenge, or it was a $1,000 car challenge, and I overspent something around there. And it blew up. It needed a clutch and all this stuff. And I was like, let me just put a motor in it. It runs and drives. It's off-road ready, but I haven't really done.
You need
much
some overlanding with it.
I know. I have a snorkel kit for it too.
Go do some trails it shouldn't be on.
And then back here, it's really weird.
What do we got? What the hell?
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, it's like a
What's with the, is that the
Suzuki-
shifter?
Yeah, it's a Suzuki VX 800, whatever. I don't know bikes, but I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and it's all welded together, runs and drives, and there's not really much I can say about it.
Runs and how fast have you driven this thing?
Enough where, like, when you take your first turn, you're immediately on two wheels. Like, you're just like, oh, okay.
How fast does it go?
Well, it's an 800 bike, so as fast as an 800 bike will go. So very fast, faster than you need.
Is this just like a marketplace thing where you're like, I just gotta have it?
Yeah, I saw it on Marketplace and it was like, it needs to go today. And I was like, I'm probably the only guy that wants this. And it's like, it's super sketchy. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. So I'm kind of doing a service to the world by parking it and not like.
You saved somebody's life.
Exactly. It's
by
a service.
having them not be able to drive it.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Somebody had to do it.
You just want to do the rest of the tour with a chicken?
There's the thumbnail. And then side by side. It's been sitting a little too long. It's one of those things, like it's like owning a boat. You know, they sit longer than they don't.
Right.
And I have too much other race car stuff going on where a free weekend to go side by siding is normally a free weekend I'd rather sit on the couch or have to do some work around the house, you know, honey-do
Fair.
list. So it ends up sitting, but good unit. Side-by-sides are probably the most fun you can have on 4 wheels, and I'm not smart enough to retire from racing and just do side-by-side stuff.
Well, now that we've seen your whole garage and everything, part of this deal is we need to see your top 3. Don't tell me what 2 and 1 are, but take me to your number 3. What's number 3?
So, number 3, I would say,
Okay, back garage. It narrows it down.
It's probably Chip.
Chip?
Yeah, I mean, it just came off of Sick Week. It did awesome on Sick Week. It didn't blow up, and then it proceeded to get home from Sick Week, and without an oil change, without transmission flush, nothing, went and won Street Car Takeover 10.0 class and front wheel drive class.
Okay.
And it's rear wheel drive.
I'm not even gonna ask how that happened, but okay, so we're gonna take Chip out for a little cruise?
Yes.
All right, we'll get him down and we'll talk more about it in the car.
Yep,
All right,
perfect.
man. What are you doing, Coop?
It was rubbing a little bit right there, and
It's cutting into the tire a bit?
Just trying to fix it. Nothing the old Tanya Harding can't fix.
When we were on the phone, how did you describe your car collection?
Oh, I said it's like somebody won the lottery in the 90s, but not like a big lottery. Not like Powerball.
Right.
Like somebody hit like good on a scratch off. Like a medium to small lottery win.
Uh-oh.
How smart are you?
Move, Alfredo.
Every good shop has a shop garage.
Fridge.
Shop fridge.
Fridge in the shop garage. Okay.
Shop garage fridge.
In here, these fellers, flavored water, and then just cold brew black coffee instead of energy drinks.
Just black coffee?
Just drink black coffee out of a can.
Black coffee and water.
Yeah, just cold black coffee.
Adventurous
in a
guy.
can.
Adventurous guy. What feature about your garage is just irreplaceable? Like the best feature of your whole garage? Excluding the chickens.
Well, I would say the lift, but I've done so much off a lift that even if it was gone tomorrow, I would continue to do what I do now. I think the only irreplaceable part is just actually 4 walls. Just actually having a roof.
A shop.
Yes. That's the only thing.
As long as you had a
As
shop
long as it has a roof and walls, I'm happy with it. I'm fine. I can deal with the rest.
All right, let's check out Chip. Hang on, you got a fob? Key fob. Fob check on Chip. Okay, fob check.
Fob check. It's got the prancing horse.
It looks like a Mustang key, for
Speaking
sure.
of keys, actually, this car is kind of funny. It had 3 magnetic Haida keys when I bought it. Like I was working on the car and like I put
You
it up.
found 3 different
Three
ones?
different
Were they all the
magnetic-
same key?
Yeah. Like it was like one of those deals where like, oh, I lost the key. I gotta click another one under there, and there was 3.
So this guy forgot that he had hidden 2 keys. Was like, I don't remember where I hid that. Let me put another one on.
And then still came with 2 keys. So
you have 5 keys to this thing. Somewhere.
And you really don't even need them to start the car because it's a race car.
Don't tell people that.
I mean, the procedure's not easy.
All right, here we go. We're taking Chip out.
Gotta hold this here button while you reverse.
You got to hold the button to reverse.
Yeah. It's not what you would call nice. See, she's got some exhaust leaks. And the converter isn't spec for this car, but it's my, I would consider this my used parts car.
Okay.
People are like, why didn't you use this part or that part? And I'm like, well, I used what I had on the shelf. And if it wasn't on my shelf at the moment, it did not place as number 3. Like, it didn't just get there. Like, it had to really earn it.
Okay.
And
It's done 2 race weeks or
yes,
2 sick weeks.
It did 1 and 3/4.
1 and 3/4.
1 and 3/4.
Okay.
But it had to earn its way there. It didn't just get there because it's a good-looking car or anything. Like, it's the ugly girl in school. It had to really work for it, and it's done it. Made it through. Then won the 10-0 class, consistent 1030 car, and it's a super budget vehicle. So
Nice.
that's why it's kind of earned it.
All right. And what does this car do really not well at all?
Street drive.
And this is your drag and drive car. Wait, would you say it has a...
It's actually fairly fast.
That's actually fun. That's actually fun. This thing does not look like much, but this thing is fun.
No, you wouldn't think much of it.
Does this thing break necks or no?
No, not from looks.
Not a good neck break factor car, obviously.
Not on just looks alone. Maybe with personality. But I have fun with this car. It's probably that's probably where it serves its purpose, because it's a beater. You can have fun with it,
Right.
and you're not like super worried about it, like the paint and breaking something on it, because everything's pretty cheap. It's a stock 5.3. Do another quick little pull here. Before we pop a tire.
Yeah, no shit.
I wonder how loud they can hear that.
I don't know. We can hear it pretty good, though.
I can definitely hear it. And there's no radio to turn up, so you think it'll take a street hit, like if I grab the trans brake?
I mean, it's your car. We'll
Okay,
find
let's
out.
give it a try.
To see if the trans brake will work on the street.
Oh, okay, that's good. You gotta test.
It didn't hold.
I like this. I like Chip.
It's a good car.
Chip seems like a party guy.
Exactly. The Camaro's a little more dramatic. But yeah, I mean, ripping it, didn't get hot, didn't blow up. Still haven't changed the oil since sick week. I'll call that a successful car.
I like it. I like Chip.
And it's got a cool horn.
So how's number 3?
Chip's a good time. Chip's like the party guy. He's like the life of the party.
Okay.
He's might be a little rough around the edges, a little rusty, a little not so
But he's
clean
fun
here
to
and there.
party with.
Oh, he's a good party animal for sure.
All right, let's
I don't
see.
know what number 2 is. We're gonna check it out right now.
All right.
All right, Coop. I like Chip. Chip's a strong number 3. What's your number 2?
Number 2, I think it has to be the CTSV wagon.
Yes.
It just has to be. Me and Bronte, we did a burnout at our wedding with it. It has the I hate that it has sentimental value, because I don't know. I don't like that about anything in this
I'll
world.
buy
I
it
don't like
from you if
sentimental
you ever
value.
lose that sentimental value.
But it's such a good car, and it's such like a unique body style that it just has to be. It
Okay.
has to be number 2.
Okay, number 2. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Pull that thing out. Let's take it out for a cruise. Oh, that sounds good. If you guys watch the channel all the time, you'll know I'm a wagon guy, and this is like top tier wagon, performance wagon. This is like the best. This, AMG wagons, and then RS6s. You can't really beat those.
It's gonna be nice to feel a little classy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I feel like sometimes I think I keep this just to like prove to myself that I'm not just a bum with a bunch of terrible 90s cars, that I do actually have decent taste. Well, like if you looked at like the cars and excluded this, you'd be like, man, that guy has terrible taste in vehicles. And then this is kind of like, no, look, I promise.
Oh, it does not get old. If anyone wants to just give me a CTSV wagon, I'll take it. You're not gonna give one to me, but please. All right, didn't have to get over a cage. Oh my, is that air conditioning?
It does have air conditioning.
Oh my Planta.
And it does have a key fob, but they do come apart because
Fob check.
GM has the worst keys ever. They don't stay in. Oh, it's quiet. You don't have to like talk over an exhaust.
This is like
We can have a conversation with like 600 horsepower-ish.
CTSV wagon.
2012. It's got like,
Was this the last year of the wagon?
yes.
Okay.
It's one of like, I think 150 of this spec with like black interior, automatic, yellow brake caliper, like once you like kind of get specific.
Right, if you take the boomer math down to, it's one of 150.
There's very few. I think they only made like 1,200 wagons in general.
Okay.
So it's pretty small. It's a pretty small number. Like, and for some reason we don't all know each other.
So why is the V2 wagon your number 2?
This is just one of my favorite cars in general. I think the V2s are kind of like the last of like the more of the raw CTSVs. Like after the V2, they kind of started to get a little too like consumer grade. Like some of them they're just like a little more boring. I guess this isn't a roast on V3s, but here I am.
Also, if they didn't do a V3 wagon, so they messed up there.
Exactly.
Like right out the bat.
Exactly. And this being a wagon just gives it that like awesome look that if you know, you know, but if you don't know, you don't even look at.
So, is there anything modified on the car, or is this completely stock?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, it's got upper lower pulleys, or no?
It's pulleyed, it's tuned, it's got injectors, it's got flex fuel.
Okay, E85, all that. So how much power is it making right now? These came with what, 556 from the factory?
That's what they say, but rarely do they ever dyno over that. You know what I mean? But this one's probably making like maybe almost 600, depending on the right dyno.
600 of the wheel?
Yeah, I've never had it on a dyno. It came with all this stuff, and I was just like, cool. I don't want to do anymore. Look behind us. There's a fire back there.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
So yeah, it does that really well too.
I guess it does burnouts really well.
But yeah, it's it also does some good pulls. Let's see.
You put the foot down and you hear this thing whine a little bit, and you know it's making a little steam. I like it.
Probably from the GoPro. It's like, what's that wind noise? Hopefully it's probably just the GoPro.
That's hilarious. We were just in Chip. Now we're in this. You're like, what is that? What is that wind noise that I can barely hear? And you're in this and you're worried about it.
See, that's where I have like split personality. Whereas like if we were in Chip, I'd be like, I'll put it in that ditch right now. Like, you want me to just put it in a ditch? Because I'll do it. Okay, well.
I like the V-Wagon. I do. Let's go find out what number 1 is.
Let's get to number 1.
All right, buddy.
So how's number 2?
It's distinguished, but still likes to party, as you guys could see. I think we made a whole ass cloud.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with it. It was the tires seemed to have slipped, and they kept slipping.
The throttle stuck, right?
Ah,
That was really weird.
The throttle stuck wide open for 5 solid seconds.
you gotta take care of that.
Yeah. Somebody should call the authorities.
All right, Coop. What's number 1? Let's go check it out.
Yep, number 1.
So, is it not in the front garage?
Not in the front garage.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, it's Camaro.
The Toyota Camaro.
Hell yeah. All right, I really like the CTSV wagon. So this is my favorite car. My favorite car that Cooper owns. Such a cool build. We'll learn a lot more about it in the car, but this thing's freaking awesome. Let me look at the firing procedure here.
now, and it has a 1500 horsepower 2J DVTi from Induction Performance, built by Fast Forward Race Engines. Precision turbo, 86 millimeter, nitrous fed. Been 770 in the quarter mile at 184 miles an hour-ish, and it's kind of just my purpose-built actual race car.
Why did you think 2J, 4th gen? Why was that the combination that you went?
Honestly, I kind of got the 4th gen just as like an in-between car. I was like, let me just get a 4th gen, and you know, I'll build this for now, and then I'll eventually build my CTSV. And I kind of just ended up building this instead.
So 1500 horsepower 2J.
Yep.
What transmission does this have?
ATF speed build, power glide, on Ignite racing fuel.
So what does this car actually do well on the street? Or is it just race car?
Just race car.
It just does race car really, really well.
I avoid the street like the plague with this thing.
Now, I told you that we were going to do this top 3 thing, so you put a seat in here for me?
Yes, it normally doesn't have a passenger seat.
Thank you.
I just try it.
I'll throw the shoe. We're just cruising with the shootout.
Yeah, it seems fine. Nothing weird here.
Nothing weird. I can't believe, did you ever throw a shoot on street corner?
No. First time for everything.
Yeah, you accidentally hit the wrong button again?
I know, I hate that.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yeah. I didn't know anything was gonna happen. You just
We
keep hitting
kind
the
of
wrong
had the
button.
room, and I was like, you know, he's
Yeah.
filming, I have the space.
Yeah.
I'll just drive past him with the shootout. And it seemed like it worked perfect for the job.
It did. It was nice.
I can't believe you just threw the shoe. That's fun. That's freaking hilarious.
That was fun. It's so like slow, like the build moves are like.
Oh, I like this thing.
And like granted, you know, I could turn on nitrous and CO2 and we would be in boost in a heartbeat.
Right.
But it's kind of fun to like the foreplay. I'm being a whip though. Once it hits boost, I'm like, I gotta get out of it because we're about to get hit with 70 pounds of boost. Because this is a drag race tune-up, so it's commanding 70 pounds of
Oh,
boost.
you don't have a street tune in this thing.
Oh, no. No, this is on kill. So like once it finds the boost though, there's all of it. That's kind of the thing. So like,
You got to be ready for it.
yeah. So that's why once we tickle it, I'm like, okay, I gotta back my foot off it a little bit.
Okay, so other than Pro Mods, is it true that this is the fastest 6-cylinder Camaro?
As far as I know, it's the fastest 6-cylinder Camaro. That still it has a Camaro everything.
It's not, you know,
It is a Camaro.
it is a Camaro. It's not stretched out. It's got factory everything. pretty
Yes.
much.
fun.
Well, Cooper, thank you for the rides and all of your vehicles.
Of course. Anytime, honestly. It was a good experience to come out here and do this. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys came out.
Same.
I'll get you out of the car.
I was about to say, if you could open my door.
Here, push the lock thing. It's new on me.
All right, so how's number one? Is it worth to be number one?
So when it touches boost,
Yeah.
it's aggressive.
Yeah.
So you can hear it come on for like 5 to 10 seconds.
Sounds
And you're
great.
like, okay, and then it hits your. Ah! It's pretty aggressive. This thing is a good time though.
It sounds hella cool.
It sounds different. World's fastest 6-cylinder Camaro.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's not a pro mod. So
Yep.
Cooper, thank you for letting us into your garage and your whole thing today.
Anytime. You guys are always welcome back.
Hell yeah.
Maybe in a couple years we'll have a different cycle of cars.
A few more cars.
Yes,
Awesome.
exactly.
Well, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get a notification every time I drop a video, and leave a comment below. Tell us whose garage we should check out next, whose cars we should check out. So with that, see you guys in the next episode.